On June 2, 2026, a single county in Northern California decided to completely unplug from the state's election grid. This is the hardware at the center of the dispute. By passing a local charter amendment known as Measure B, citizens explicitly voted to strip electronic touchscreen tabulators from their local elections. Measure B secured a decisive 55.59% of the local vote, demanding a return to precinct-level hand counting. Sacramento reacted immediately. California's Attorney General and Secretary of State launched a lawsuit to squash the ordinance and force the county back onto the electronic system. This lawsuit focuses on the jurisdictional boundary between state election mandates and local authority. It asks whether a local Democratic vote can override standardized rules set by the state capitol. The details of this impending legal showdown come to us from Shasta Unfiltered, a local news outlet covering this grassroots fight from the ground up. To understand why a county would go to such lengths to break away, we have to look at the specific grievances that drove local voters to the breaking point. The core grievance starts with the software. Modern voting tabulators operate as black boxes, running on proprietary code that is legally shielded from public scrutiny and even from the local governments that use them. Warnings about this lack of transparency go back decades. In 2004, computer programmer Clint Curtis testified before Congress that he had been asked to write code capable of flipping votes completely undetected. When local officials try to independently verify these systems, the consequences are severe. Former Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters attempted to preserve her county's election data before a mandated Trusted Build software update. She was prosecuted and convicted for the effort. The machines running in most California counties, like Dominion, now operating as Liberty Vote, have faced intense public scrutiny over alleged ties to internationally developed software and documented security flaws. When you combine wireless vulnerabilities with a legally enforced lack of transparency, a community's baseline trust in the generated output evaporates. For Shasta County, physical verification became the only logical alternative. The objections in Shasta County extend past hidden code and into the physical logistics of the voting process. This photo highlights the sheer volume of official election mail processed under the state's universal mail-in policy. This system automatically sends live ballots to addresses on inaccurate registration lists, which can include moved or deceased individuals. Add in legalized ballot harvesting, subjective signature verification, and zero ID at drop-off locations, and the system becomes susceptible to coordinated collection operations targeting vulnerable populations. Measure B is engineered to bypass these vulnerabilities. Instead of a centralized, vulnerable data web, the amendment mandates a simple, linear system, local hand counting by bipartisan teams in their own neighborhoods. By isolating the counts at a precinct level, the system compartmentalizes data, making mass electronic manipulation virtually impossible. Measure B is a procedural change. It removes the electronic systems mandated by the state and replaces them with a manual count conducted by local teams to close potential security loopholes. That brings us to the immediate present. The state's lawsuit to crush Measure B has officially been served to the county. On Tuesday, June 16th, the Shasta County Board of Supervisors faces a critical choice: surrender to Sacramento's demands or hire outside legal counsel to defend the voters' mandate in court. The advocates for Measure B argue this reflects the core principles of the Declaration of Independence, the right of a community to alter a system of government when it stops serving the people. The outcome of this legal battle will set a precedent for local control. It will establish whether a single county can legally separate its democratic process from state-managed systems. This story is moving fast. Hit the like button, share this video, and make sure you're subscribed so we can keep a national spotlight on the outcome of this legal battle. To read the full investigation and support the original reporting, scan the code on screen right now to visit Shasta Unfiltered.